This week, CBS News polling put President Trump's approval numbers at 41% as he hits the 100-day mark. That's lower than his predecessors were at this point in their administrations. CBS News elections director Anthony Salvanto helps us dig a little deeper into the results. He joins us from our Washington bureau. Anthony, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
How deep is the partisan divide on this, Anthony?
It's very deep, Anthony, and it's actually as deep as we have ever seen. What you see in these numbers is that his low overall approval rating, underneath that, you've got very strong support from Republicans, from his base, who very much like what he's doing. But across the divide, you see Democrats giving him historically low approval numbers. Typically, we see the opposing party giving a president at this point maybe a third support. That's not huge, but it's something. But Democrats today are giving him just 10% support. So that's a political story, too. You've still got this other half of the country who says that they feel like they're still waiting for him to reach out.
Anthony, how much does the president's base care about him keeping promises on signature proposals like building a wall with Mexico or repealing and replacing the Affordable Care Act?
Well, we see similar divides on these policies, Alex, where when you ask people if they like the idea of building a wall or of the travel ban, majorities say that they do not. However, that Republican base does. And then when you follow up and you say to them, well, do you think that President Trump is making progress on these things that you want? They say yes, that they think he is. So for that base, they see a president who is keeping his promises and delivering, though they also understand that it's part of a process, that things don't necessarily happen overnight, which is why you also see people saying, well, is 100 days enough time to judge? Many people say, well, no, it's not enough time.
The president outlines a new tax plan this week, Anthony. How confident are Americans about this?
Well, actually, most folks think that their taxes will go up as opposed to going down. There's two things about this. One is that we started asking people before he had rolled out some of that plan. So as details come out, you might expect those numbers to change. The other part, Anthony, is that little polling secret. Whenever you ask people about what's going to happen with their taxes, they're pretty cynical. And they usually say they think they're going to go up. And that's kind of universal.
They've learned a lesson. That's why.
But Anthony, will there be punitive results if people's taxes go up? I mean, will that shake the core support he has among his base?
Well, that's a great question, because we see throughout these polls that where people evaluate this president, as with others, is going to be transactional. It's going to be about what happens in their own lives. Some of these larger picture issues, is America winning? Well, Republicans think that America is winning now. But at the core of this is going to be whether or not he delivers and changes people and changes what people are seeing in their lives, and very specifically on the economy. That was one of the things that really underpinned his win last November, and taxes and how much money you pay out of your pocket could certainly go straight to that.
Anthony, quickly, how much confidence do Americans have in the president's handling of North Korea?
There's more unease than there is confidence. But having said that, they see North Korea as a threat. The difference is that Americans say they think it's a threat that can be contained and doesn't necessarily warrant military action right now, Anthony.
Anthony Salvanto, the man with the numbers. Always good to talk to you. Thanks, Anthony.
Thank you.